You are listening to The Off Switch. How to run your business so it doesn't run you. Written by Sarah Greener and narrated by Sarah Greener too. Chapter 14, Summary. It took me 7 years of my own business to work out that a business plan wasn't helping. Every expert you spoke to talked about writing a plan. Not one of them asked me how my life was going to fit into this plan. Remembering that I was at the center of my business and my business needed to serve me, not the other way around, was life-changing. It took my wise 5-year-old daughter on Christmas Day to get me to make change. It's my hope for you that you take action before someone you love has to ask you to change. Create a vision for your life based on what is most important for you. Ignore the noise, your parents, your friends, your social media feed, and society. Work out what lights you up and then build a life around that. Build a business that serves your life. It'll be easier to take the right actions when your business aligns with your highest life priorities and your vision. If you want a small business with no employees that can travel anywhere you want with you, build that. If you want 100 employees to support and grow while you grow your business, build that. There is no right or wrong answer for every business owner. Only the right answer for you. Once you have a plan, don't think, just do it. You know clearly the milestones you need to meet to reach your vision. Realign with those milestones and your highest life priorities each week in your power hour. And then just do what the calendar tells you. It is counterintuitive, and yet it creates more freedom than anything else I've done in my 13-year-long business ownership journey. Only make time decisions once. Don't change what you're committed to. Just do it and give yourself the freedom to follow the calendar. Your brain will thank you. And so will your business. With the majority of decisions made in the power hour, you have freed up the decision-making part of your brain to be used for the important decisions. You will start making great choices rather than just the easiest one, and in turn, get great results. Make it your boss. I know you thought you didn't want a boss, but you kind of do. Treat the calendar like a boss. What it tells you to do, you do. It allows you to stay on track to the life and business you deserve, even on the hard days. Create boundaries in work and in life. People treat us how we trained them to treat us. And we did that with our boundaries. Often we aren't very clear what those boundaries are, or we say one thing and mean another. Use the frameworks from this book to work out clearly what you will say yes to and what you say no to, and then do that. Communicate clearly what you will or won't do and when to those in your life and in your business. You'll be amazed how quickly people respect the lines you've drawn when you tell them where the line is. Turn do not disturb on. Interruptions steal so much of our time in the virtual world and the real world. Each one of those interruptions costs you about 20 minutes of time you'll never get back. All those tabs you have open and are switching between, interruptions. All those email reminders, interruptions. All those Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok buzzers and vibrations, interruptions. Turn them off. Create a time when you can engage in those activities and only do it then. If your interruptions are real world, create an interrupting time and let everyone know when it is. It might start off as 2 hours, and over time it will reduce, giving you back time to work on what is most important. The world will not end, and no one will die. Leaving your busy work to one side for a day or a week will not cause the world to end, I promise. And no one has ever sent you an email about someone who is bleeding to death and needs your immediate help. Choosing not to do busy work is not a fatal decision. Most of our choices can be changed or reversed at some later date if we don't get the outcome we expected. Decide and get to work, because you don't live in a disaster movie and you aren't the superhero. If you need to change it, you can. Nothing we've created here is something you have tattooed on your body. It can be changed deliberately. Put yourself first. Yes, I know what you were about to do. You were about to put everybody and everything else into your calendar first. And then when your week was full to the top, you were going to somehow cram your basic personal hygiene, never mind self-care, and the things that light you up around it. From someone who knows. it doesn't work. I know this feels really awkward and uncomfortable for you, but trust me on this. Put yourself in first. The walk you love, the massage you crave, or the time to sit and read that book. Those things need to go in your calendar first. Then you can show up as a great partner, parent, business owner, employer, and community member. Otherwise, you end up being overwhelmed, overworked, and just plain over it. Close enough is good enough. As a recovering perfectionist, I know just how hard it is to put something out before it's perfect. The problem is, if you wait for perfection, you'll never do or create anything, because perfect doesn't exist. We can always improve on what we create. If you ever go back to something you created or did in the past and think, there isn't a thing I would improve on, then you spent way too long on it, and you're likely lying to yourself. Throughout the Power Hour, I'll encourage you to just get started. And even in a planned week, I'm only aiming to get 80% of it done. If I can get 100% of it done, I likely didn't put enough in my week. If I only get 50% done, I'm falling into the trap thinking I'm Superwoman. Top tip: if you wouldn't expect an employee to get it done that fast, don't expect yourself to do it that quickly. You can't do it alone. I'm pretty self-sufficient, and you would think that is a great thing. When a great friend offered me help last year, she made an insightful observation. Sarah, you look like you're going to be physically sick. I just offered to help you out. You can say no if you want, and yet I'd love to know why you're so uncomfortable with receiving the help you are so quick to give everyone else. I used to push back on help because I could do it myself. Like accepting help somehow made me look weak or less than enough. It just isn't true. I leaned into the uncomfortable feeling of accepting help, and great things happened and continue to happen. Be open to receiving help and using it when it arrives. I can't pinpoint a single person I use as a mentor or someone I see as successful that hasn't had the support and help along the way. If you want further support on this journey of creating a business that serves your life, make sure you join us in the Business Freedom community over on Facebook. All the resources I've spoken about in this book can be found in that community for free download. Or if you would like to grab a free one-to-one Moxie breakthrough call with me to gain clarity on where you're at and where you want to be on this journey, you can book in with me at themoxiemovement.com. And of course, if you have any direct feedback or questions, you can drop me an email, sarah@sarahgreener.com. Thanks for listening. Stay Moxie. Hi, Sarah here. Just wanted to say, stoked that you are learning this knowledge to ensure that you get to blend your business and your life together in the way that you want. And learning stuff is good. Using stuff is better. If you want to start using the knowledge that you got today as quickly as possible, I want to give you a little bit of hands-on help. Head on down into the show notes. There's a link there for my calendar. You can get some one-on-one time with me so we can work on your business and your life and get it working just the way you want it now. I look forward to seeing you on that call and giving you the help to implement what you've heard here today into your business as simply as possible. Until then, stay Moxie.